Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to another catalog review for today's episode, and welcome back to Rail Chief 74 today, as always. We are in for quite a treat for today's episode because Lionel just dropped a really big announcement slash a bombshell, if you will, whatever you want to call it, because Lionel next year is going to be celebrating their 100th and 25th anniversary for Lionel. And to do that, they are bringing back such an icon, and not just any icon, they are officially bringing back the legendary 700E for the Visionline products series for Lionel. So here we have in front of the screen are a bunch of the catalogs that they came out with this year for 2024, and it's pretty obvious that we still have like a little bit of a while to go before 2025 starts, and the 700E is actually just right around the corner, like I mentioned. So what we are going to do is to take a look at the brand new catalog here to see what kind of improvements they made to the Visionline 700E and talk about some of the new color variations, color samples, and so much more. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and click on the link here. Here we have all the different catalogs in the corner on the screen here in front of me. So we are going to click on the Visionline 700E catalog here for 2025, of course. And man, this is definitely quite a really brilliant way to start up 2025. Even though we still have a little ways to go, like I mentioned, this is quite an impressive catalog. Here we have the 700E number 5344 as the star of the cover here. We can see the smoke coming out of the smokestack, and it looks like it's coming right towards us. And it's very reminiscent to the old Lionel catalogs, particularly the 1950 catalog, where they have the 773 Hudson rolling by in front of your face. It's up close where it should be, and it just really feels dramatic and interesting to look at for hours and hours, the way that you might look at any Lionel catalog. It's just really mind-blowing to talk about it, and even by the sound of my voice, it's just really difficult for me to get some words out to express my feelings on how I feel about this. But anywho, let's go ahead and open up the catalog and we'll see what we got here. Perhaps no other steam locomotive shared equal fame in both the real and model train world. Of course, they are officially talking about the legendary 700E here. We got a little sneak peek of what Lionel's going to be offering for the 700E when it comes out next year. We got some really impressive cab details, including a firebox, handrails, or not so much handrails, but little valve gears and such. We have the swinging bell is coming back for the 700E, which is really nice to see. We got the backup light for the tender when, of course, the train is going in reverse. We got the operating headlight and marker lights, and even the number boards light up, which are very cool. And down at the bottom, we have the drawbar, which is, of course, connected to the tender. Now, just like with any other Lionel locomotive, you cannot run the locomotive and not have the tender. It just won't work that way. And sure, some Lionel locomotives might run without the tender, whether, or I should say, depending on if you're testing it or not, but you won't get the sounds or some of the other impressive features that you would get with any Lionel steam locomotive. So let's go ahead and turn the page here. We got some more features on this page. Okay, here we have our locomotives on this page here. We got 4 of the black New York Central Hudsons on the left side here. We got 2 700E locomotives with the correct tender that it's supposed to go with. I'm not saying that it's supposed to be the correct tender. Well, it's supposed to be an accurate tender, to say the least. But anyway, we also do have a couple of different looks for the tender as well. We have the third one down at the bottom, which has New York Central lines on it instead of just saying New York Central. And down at the bottom, we have a PT type tender to go with the 700E. Now, the first one is marked 5403. The second one is 5320. The third one is 6620. And the bottom one with the T tender, like I mentioned, is numbered 5401. And then on the other page here, we got some prototype or fantasy paint schemes, I should say. We have the New York Central Visionline number 5315. We also have a 20th Century Limited inspired paint scheme here with the PT tender once again. And this one is numbered 5330, and that looks like it's going to have some water scoop effects. We can see that the smoke is coming out of the cylinders of the tender there, which is really nice to see. We also have another New York Central pacemaker, which is numbered 5340. Very nice, very reminiscent of the early 1990s reproduction of the Lionel 700E. And then the final one down at the bottom is for the Toronto, Hampton, and Buffalo Visionline. And this one is numbered 502. So that's really interesting. And it looks like that's about it. And if we just go back over here just for a moment, I do want to address that. I know some people are going to be complaining about the price tag for these locomotives, but like they fully mentioned in the couple of pages before, you're going to get a whole lot of features with these locomotives. And for me, I don't think that the price tag isn't really that bad, unlike some of the other engines that Lionel has come out with over the past couple of years or so. So I think this locomotive is going to be quite affordable to some of the higher end scale model railroaders out there. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for today's episode. But like I mentioned, this locomotive won't be coming out until somewhere like mid or late 2025 or so. It's a little hard to say at this point. And it's really going to be a very exciting time as far as Lionel is concerned. And I'm really excited regardless, despite me not having enough time or money for one of those 700E locomotives. But this was the locomotive that started it all, and I can't stress this enough on the channel here. Without the 700E, we wouldn't have had all of the prototypical and semi-scale locomotives like we do today. Joshua Lionel Cowan has really picked a really impressive locomotive to model after. And even though that the original 700E might have some flaws when it comes to prototypical basics, like the amount of the rivets that are on the tender, it doesn't really matter. As long as it really comes out well and the quality aspect of the locomotive is good, I think we're in for a really exciting time for 2025 this next year. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. As always, my name is Mike. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below for any other projects that I upload. And I do apologize if I'm spitting a lot. It's just really, I'm just really overwhelmed as of right now. Because like I said, even by the sound of my voice, I just really have a little bit of a hard time expressing my feelings every once in a while when something like this drops from Lionel's website. But anyway, I really hope that you all have enjoyed watching today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for more. And as always, I hope to catch you all in my next video. Take care.